Imagine a world where the most famous extinction event in history never happened. 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid hurtled toward Earth, triggering volcanic eruptions, tsunamis, and a chain of disasters. That wiped out 3/4 of all life, including the dinosaurs. But in our version of history, that asteroid misses. The skies remain clear. The Earth keeps turning, and the age of dinosaurs never ends. At first, the world wouldn't look all that different to them. Vast forests stretch across continents, teeming with life. Massive herds of hadrosaurs roam river valleys. Packs of raptors stalk the shadows. Giant sauropods, taller than buildings, move slowly through swamps and grasslands. And yes, Tyrannosaurus rex still rules the food chain. For millions of years, mammals, small, nocturnal creatures stay hidden in the undergrowth, surviving but never rising to dominance. Fast forward 60 million years, and the Earth is still a dinosaurs planet. The mammals we know today, elephants, lions, whales, might never have evolved. Without the extinction event clearing the stage, human ancestors would have faced an almost impossible challenge, surviving alongside apex predators that can outrun, outbite, and outweigh them by tons. Early primates might remain small, tree-dwelling creatures, never developing the complex societies we see today. Our entire species might never exist. But let's imagine we did somehow evolve, maybe in isolated areas where dinosaurs were less dominant. Civilization would have been built in a constant battle for survival. Cities would require massive walls, not just to keep out invaders, but to stop a curious triceratops or a hungry pack of raptors. Transportation would be dangerous, roads would need high, fortified walkways, and traveling at night would be suicide. Air travel might develop early as a safer way to cross dino territory. Our relationship with dinosaurs would be complicated. Some species might be domesticated, much like we use horses, elephants, or camels today. Imagine riding a sturdy iguanodon across open plains, or using smaller, flightless relatives of birds for farm work. But predators like the T-Rex, they would remain the ultimate nightmare, impossible to fully tame, always lurking at the edges of human territory. The ecosystem would be completely different. Crops would have to be grown in secure, fenced-off zones to keep them from being trampled or eaten. Large herbivores could wipe out a farmer's field in minutes. Oceans would still be home to giant marine reptiles, making sea travel even more perilous. Fishing boats might be armed with harpoons, not for whales, but for mosasaurs. Culturally, dinosaurs would dominate our myths, religions, and stories. Instead of dragons, medieval knights might have fought giant raptors. Instead of the Chinese zodiac with 12 animals, perhaps 12 dinosaur species would represent the years. Children's books would feature friendly long necks and dangerous sharp teeth, but based on reality, not imagination. Technological progress would likely be slower. More energy would be spent on survival, on fortifying homes, on keeping settlements hidden from predators. Rural life would be nearly impossible without strong communal defenses. Cities might cluster on islands, cliffs, or artificial platforms far above the ground. And, of course, science would take a different path. Paleontology as we know it wouldn't exist. There'd be no need to study fossils when the creatures themselves are walking right outside your door. Instead, biology and veterinary sciences focused on dinosaurs would be among the most prestigious fields. The line between wildlife management and self-defense would blur. If dinosaurs never went extinct, humanity, if it appeared at all, would live in a world that was far more dangerous, unpredictable, and wild than ours. The idea of a peaceful stroll through a park might be impossible. The night would belong to predators, the land to giant herds, and the seas to creatures longer than buses. It would be a constant reminder that we are not, and never were, the planet's rulers, just one species trying to survive among giants. And maybe that's the most fascinating part of this, what if? The asteroid gave us the world we know. Without it, Earth might still be in the grip of creatures that once ruled for over 150 million years. And if we were lucky enough to exist in that world, every single day would be an adventure and a fight for survival. If you enjoyed this and want more fun what-if adventures, subscribe for the next jump into imagination. See you next time.